What's going on, guys? So, my question to you today is what business basics, what business fundamentals are you becoming or already proficient at that you were an amateur at 3, 6 months ago? Okay. What business basics or what business fundamentals are you beginning to already or needing to become proficient in as opposed to remaining an amateur like you were 3, 6 months ago? Okay. Then my second question for you is what are the new skill sets, the new business fundamentals, the business skill sets, right? That you need to start doing as an amateur so that 6 months from now, you're no longer an amateur, you're proficient at those things too, right? So what's going on, guys? My name is Adam, CEO and founder of Uprise Real Estate Partners, and you guys know I always talk about skill sets, right? I don't care how you show the kitchen, I don't care how you show a backyard. At the end of the day, in real estate, in my personal opinion, it is skill sets that take you up into the top 1% and up into being a top producer in real estate. And so that's what we focus on at my company. So again, what are you becoming proficient in, right? And you may be asking, well, how do I know that, Adam? Here's how you know. What were some of the skill sets? What were some of the things you knew you needed to do consistently and keep getting better at to grow your business, reach your goals, right? Be at the level you want to be at 3, 6 months ago. And how you evaluate that is you ask yourself, in the last 30 days, in the last 60 days, in the last 90 days, how many times have I done those things, and how have my results, have my conversion ratios, has my the fruit of my work, the fruit of my labor, has it increased from what it was over 90 days ago? And if the answer is yes, I've been doing those things more frequently, and if the answer is yes, when I do them, I get better results, then your answer is boom, it's right there, right? So for an example, some of those things may be what I was an amateur at 3, 6 months ago was doing consultations, doing buyer consultations. Now I'm proficient at buyer consultations. How can I say that? Because I do buyer consultations every week. Because now when I do a buyer consultation, I have a 30% close ratio, 40% close ratio, 50% close ratio, 80% close ratio, as opposed to 3, 6 months ago when it was 10 or 20 or 30 or 40, whatever it was, right? Another thing may be calling, like generating business on the phone, right? Like, yes, it's nice to generate business face to face, but being able to generate business from leads, or either by calling my database for influence or by calling online leads, right? So it may be where 3 months ago, 6 months ago, I was getting everyone to hang with my face, and I was doing it twice a week when I should have been doing it every day. Where now in the last 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, I'm calling 4 times a week, or I'm calling 5 times a week, right? And then now I'm actually having, at least a conversation a day where I was getting none before. I'm at least having 3 conversations a day where I was getting none, right? Or now I have a 20% closing ratio, right? Where before I had a 2% closing ratio, right? That's how you can judge these things. Another way, going to another level, would be like referral partners and channel accounts. If I say, okay, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, I had no referral partners, I had no channel accounts, and I was intentional, and I wanted to start adding some. So I started talking to some business owners, I started trying to give value to some people, things of that nature. Now, to this day, I still have no referral partners, and I still have no channel accounts, and I'm kind of lost as far as what I do next or where I go from here. Okay, well, you're not proficient in that area. What that means is you are still an amateur. So now you need to decide and make a decision. Am I going to put forth the energy and the effort and get the help I need to go deeper in that area and become proficient and dedicate myself to that? Or do I just need to eliminate, subtract it, and say I don't really want it, right? It could be something new. It could be something new in terms of saying, okay, I'm going to start, let's say, getting listings. getting listings. I'm still an amateur getting listings, but I need to start getting listings. Okay, so what am I gonna do to become proficient at getting listings? But in the beginning, I'm gonna be an amateur. It could be going, I've mentioned this to so many people so many times. I don't know, I doubt many people have actually done it, but going through your entire database, yes, you should have a database. In your CRM, yes, you should have a CRM. And I'm tagging and identifying every single person that has owned a home for longer than 4 years. Every single person that has owned a home for longer than 4 years as a seller, okay? Or a seller plus 4 years, whatever the tag you want to do. And then taking the next, however many you have, the next month, the next 2 months, the next 90 days, going through and reaching out and calling each of those people and forming them and and reconnecting with them, building a relationship with them, and then asking them, hey, how long, how's everything going with your current property? How much longer do you think you guys are going to be there? Is everything working out great for the dynamics of your family, working from home, doing school from home, whatever the case may be? And then seeing if, when they think they may be looking to expand or upgrade or move or whatever wherever the conversation flows, but building a relationship, giving value to those people, and ask them, do you even know how much your home is worth? And doing that, and I guarantee you, if you do it consistently, persistently, you're going to find listing opportunities, listing leads, right? So that may be something that you've never done before. You've thought about it, but you haven't taken action in it, and you are an amateur at it. Well, be an amateur today, so that 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you're not an amateur any longer, you're proficient at it. And so that's my overall message today. I think a lot of people in real estate are a lot of times worried about how they look or how they're going to be perceived, or they're worried about making a mistake, or they're worried about not having it perfect. And here's the honest truth. You're not going to have it perfect. You're going to make mistakes. And guess what the good news is? You need to not be perfect, and you need to make mistakes so that you can get better and better over time, right? Yes, you want to minimize those mistakes. Yes, you don't want to make catastrophic mistakes, which is why you want to seek wisdom from other people, myself, people around you, to help you in that regard, give you some guardrails so you don't fall off the cliff. But it's all part of the process, right? And so again, make a decision of what you're going to be an amateur at now, so you take the pressure off of yourself, but you focus on the process, you focus on the commitment, the consistency, the dedication, and the skills to get better at it, so that 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you move from an amateur to a veteran because you're proficient at what you do. If you have any questions about this, want any more insight, need any help, reach out to me, and we'll talk soon.